Now, as many of you know, I'm a big proponent of the 9mm snap-off blade. I find them very easy to use, very good through cutting through leather, and probably for maybe 80 to 90% of my leather work, I actually use this. I use a larger knife if I need something a bit heavier, for example, a round knife or a clicker knife, but this is probably something that gets the most use in the workshop. Now, this particular blade, or this particular craft knife, is something that I made, and it didn't take very long and it cost very little money to do. But one thing it does have, which I absolutely love, is a screw at the front which holds the blade securely. Now, some of these 9mm snap-off blades, like this NT cutter, does come with a locking mechanism, but it's actually quite easy to overpower if you go through thicker vegetable tan leathers, for example. So having a screw just makes it extra secure for when you're cutting through leather, and it leaves nice clean cuts. Now, if I want to snap off a new blade, I simply undo that half a turn, take it out, and I can actually use the end of it to simply snap off a new blade. It's a little mini skiving knife there, and then I can place it back in and retighten, and then I'm ready to go to carry on cutting. Not that it was blunt in the first place, but just to give you a quick demo. Now, this is very, very smooth and comfortable in the hand. It's also tapered along the end there, so it's tapered down towards the bottom, but it's so versatile that you can actually use it as a skiving knife. So if I take it out maybe 1.5 to 2 inches, I can then take a piece of leather, such as this, a little bit of vegetable tan leather, and I can actually simply draw it back very quickly and take a nice shave off there. Let's try it on something else. This is a much thinner piece. See how that works. Very well indeed. I'd probably still use a dedicated skiving knife for that, but in a pinch it works very, very well. Simply place that back in there when you're ready. And on a side note, there's actually 2 blades in there, so you can store them inside and then just pull them out when necessary. So this is now my favorite knife by far. I couldn't find anything on the market that fit my needs, because I like to have a snap off where I can get a fresh blade. They don't cost a lot of money, and I don't have to stop every so often, resharpen my blade. And if you want to, every so often, you can just very carefully put your finger on the end of the blade there, minding the very edge, and then just run it up and down a strop a couple times. You don't have to strop it evenly both sides. It's only a snap off, and then you have something that literally just pops hairs and it's ready to cut at a moment's notice. So if you're interested in making this blade, just let me know in the comments below, and what I can do is send you the how-to build on how to make one yourself very quickly. As I mentioned, very little money, and I will do it as a blog post, but let me know if you're interested and I can send it to you. Thanks for watching.